Today in the Spotlight, fears around healthy puppies and kittens put down as the numbers for abandoned animals rise. We will be talking to Kat from Melbourne Animal Rescue, who works tirelessly to rescue these animals and provide them safe shelters.
Animals are integral to the lives of Victorians. In Victoria, our animal population includes over 150 million farm animals, 6.7 million pets, and more than 948 native animal species, many unique to our state. There are also many animal industries which contribute to Victoria's economy, our employment, and well-being. These include agriculture, pets, tourism, recreation, and animal research and teaching. That's why animal welfare matters. It's important to Victorians, our animal industries, and the Victorian government. It's important to our economy, with global markets placing greater emphasis on how animals are cared for. Most of all, it's important to animals. Science tells us that animals are sentient. This means they experience pleasure, comfort, and discomfort, fear, and pain. We need to treat animals humanely and ensure those in our care are healthy, safe and well nourished, and have an acceptable quality of life. Whether it's animals in our care or those we may interact with, we are all responsible for safeguarding the welfare of animals. Community expectations of animal welfare have increased in recent years. Market research shows that 98% of Victorians believe protecting the welfare of animals is important. We know most Victorians take good care of their animals. There are many great examples of improvements to animal welfare by animal industries, welfare groups, government, and the community. But we can always do better. That's why the Victorian Government has developed the Animal Welfare Action Plan, improving the welfare of animals in Victoria. Victoria's first ever strategic planning document for animal welfare sets the direction to further advance and improve animal welfare in Victoria across a broad range of species and activities. Many Victorians contributed to the action plan. They said the welfare of animals could be improved with action in 4 areas: collaboration, education and communication, compliance and enforcement, and legislative reform. These 4 actions will bring together Victorians who are involved with animals to help realise the plan's vision for animal welfare, a Victoria that fosters the caring and respectful treatment of animals. Animal welfare is a shared responsibility. Together, we can get it right.
Welcome to In the Spotlight. I am your host, Uruz. Did you know Victoria has one of the highest rates of pet ownership in the world? Owning a pet is a lot of fun, and pets give us the company which reduces stress and is a source of unconditional love. In children, pets teach responsibility and build up their social and nurturing skills. Cats and dogs live for over 10 years, and hence, when getting a pet, it's important that we understand the responsibility we have for our pets over their entire lifespan. This involves choosing the right pet for your lifestyle, complying with the law, caring your pet's health, and ensuring your pet is not causing an issue in the community. Being a responsible owner ensures you and your pet can enjoy a long and happy relationship. Now let's talk about animal rescue relating to the rehoming of dogs and cats. This is a growing industry in Victoria comprising of community foster care networks, rescue groups and foster carers to reduce the number of animals located in ponds and shelters. The process of rehabilitating and rehoming dogs and cats is vastly assisted by these groups and play a vital role in reducing the number of euthanizing due to not being able to find new homes. These groups also take dogs and cats that are directly surrendered by their owners when they are no longer willing or able to care for that animal. They then work to find a suitable home for that animal, which means that each animal is given the best opportunity for a low-stress transition to a new home. One such not-for-profit charity organisation in Melbourne is Melbourne Animal Rescue Incorporated, who has, since inception in July 2010, have responsibly rescued and rehoused over 800 dogs and cats. They focus on quality over quantity, ensuring that the animals are thoroughly rehabilitated and assess the needs of animals in their care whilst they are rescuing as many animals as they can. Run by 100% volunteers, their purpose is to save the lives of animals who are unwanted or facing euthanizing in shelter and pounds.
Here at Second Chance Animal Rescue, our shelter facility holds roughly 40 animals. We have nearly 400 animals in our care, and the reason that we're able to do this is because of our foster care community. A foster carer is a person or family that looks after one of our cats or dogs while we're looking for that animal's perfect forever home.
The one thing I think that I tell people most about fostering is it is far, far easier than you think it's going to be. Most of the time it's just about hugs, kisses, opening your heart and your home to a little animal in need.
To date, we have rehomed over 10,000 animals because of the help of foster carers.
So to become a foster carer with SCAR, it's really easy. You just need to pop onto our website. There's an application on there that you fill out. From there, we ask you to join our foster network page. We often post the dogs and cats that will need fostering. Then we get you to come and pick them up when they're all ready.
Second Chance Animal Rescue will cover the cost of anything that animal needs while it's in your care. So whether it is veterinary care or food or any other products, we will cover the cost. All we ask is that you care and love that animal like it's your own while it's looking for a new home. When you're a foster carer for Second Chance Animal Rescue, at the end of the day, you're the one saving a life.
Today we have with us Kat from Melbourne Animal Rescue. Hello, Kat.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good. So good to have you here. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Good. So, Kat, tell me about yourself and about Melbourne Animal Rescue more.
Yeah, sure. We're Melbourne Animal Rescue has been running for around 9 years or so.
Oh, wow.
We are a foster care network, and we primarily rescue dogs and cats from all over Victoria. We're not-for-profit charity, and we're 100% no-kill. So in our organisation, all of our dogs and cats go into foster homes throughout Victoria. We don't have a pound or a shelter or a premises. We do that in order to make sure that we can maximise the rehabilitation and training of the animals in our care.
Oh, wow. So how many people do you have working with you and doing this fantastic work?
Generally we have around 20 foster carers at one time, which it just depends on how many people are out there that are available to help us and help the animals in need. We're always looking for more foster carers and foster families to open up their hearts and their homes so we can save more animals.
Wow, that's good. So what is your process to rehabilitate the rescued animals and how does it all work?
We have an online form for foster carers to sign up, and from there we do interviews and do yard checks and make sure that the foster homes are all safe and secure for either the dog or the cat that goes into their home, and we match the foster carers up with the dogs and with the cats, so it's a good match. So, you know, we don't have working dog helpies in small tiny apartments, that kind of thing, and you know, dogs with certain needs that won't cope with full-time workers. So we match up, you know, the needs of the foster carers with the needs of the animals in order to have a harmonious fit.
So, so recently I've noticed in the media there's been quite a rise in, you know, there was a campaign I was reading about that we shouldn't be putting out their animals for free, like, you know, sell them on Gumtree, and you don't know where they're going, and, you know, look after when. So how do you make sure that such kind of thing does not happen with such animals?
Yeah, well, with our process, with the adoption process, it's not a first come first serve basis. Everyone is interviewed. We again do yard checks. We meet the family. We introduce them to the dog and the cat, and make sure that the needs of the adopter is being met and the needs of the animal is being met. So that way we know that it's going to be a perfect match, because at the end of the day, we want those animals in a lasting home, so they never become homeless again.
Right. So now, generally in the public, how do you educate people either to become foster carers or to, you know, look after the pets that they already have? Because, you know, pets are an important part of a family. How do you raise awareness in the general public?
Yeah, that's right. Pets are, like, we treat and promote that animals are part of the family. They are our family members, and every weekend we're basically going out to expos, you know, community-based expos, talking to people about responsible pet ownership, the importance of desexing, microchipping, registration, and promoting an understanding of animal behaviour and welfare, because, you know, dogs like little Noodle here, they're just adorable, but you have to know, you know, what they need in order for them to have a happy life, which means that, you know, you will have a great relationship with them if both your needs and the animal's needs are met. And we go to events so regularly and talk to hundreds of people, and online as well. We have got a big social media following, and yeah, so it's pretty much non-stop.
So tell us about Noodle right there. We've got a guest here who hasn't spoken yet.
No, which is probably a good thing because she can be quite noisy.
So tell us about Noodle.
Little Noodle is our mascot dog. She was rescued when she was only 10 days old. She was brought into a vet clinic to get put down by her breeder because she wasn't thriving, and she was very sick. And unfortunately, they didn't want to spend the money to make her well. So luckily we got her instead, and so she comes with us to all of our expos and things like that, so she can help educate the public about what we do. Because she's so tiny and so adorable, there's so many people out there that want tiny little dogs, but dogs should not be this size really. She's only just over a kilo, which is very undersized for her breed. Right. And unfortunately there's a popularity with tiny dogs, and they're being bred in really unsuitable, unfavourable conditions, just to get a tiny size without the impact of their health needs. There's no, you know, checks and measures in place to make sure that they're going to be a healthy, well-rounded animal. And it's a common thing with the oodle trends, where cavoodles and labradoodles and things like that, they're very popular at the moment. And a lot of people get them because they believe that they're a hyperallergenic breed, but they don't understand that the actual, you know, process of where they come from. And this, we're trying to basically stamp out puppy farms and promote responsible buying of animals, which is why we will always, you know, promote rescue for that reason.
Yeah, I did read about that as well. It was very shocking and alarming to see I've seen a few videos and the horrible situation it was hard to believe, to be honest, to see something like that. So I know this. So how do you think the Victorian government in general, how can we regulate these? What are your thoughts, comments around it?
Yeah, at the moment there's just new legislation that's been brought in, which is terrific. So it's basically a process where at the moment the new legislation has set up a scheme where it basically gives buyers of animals more information about where their animal has come from. So everyone has to have a source number now. So whether you're a registered breeder, a rescue group, or just a one-off backyard breeder, that source number follows that animal for life, and it is tracked back to where they came from. So it really helps to identify the mass producers of animals, such as on puppy farms.
Wow, that was such useful information, Kat, so much. Thank you so much for telling us all this. As Anatole France said, until one has loved an animal, part of one's soul remains unawakened. Thank you very much for watching us today. Good night.